some interesting discussions I spotted this morning on the David Pakman Show subreddit. Now, you may or may not be participating in this subreddit. We have nearly 30,000 of our viewers and listeners subscribed to our subreddit. This is free. I'm selling you nothing. You can join the discussion at davidpakman.com/Reddit. One interesting post points out that the CEO of right-wing social media platform Parler has been fired. And this is a wacky story. The trials and tribulations of Parler sound like they would make a good sort of like a limited run dramatization on Netflix and a Netflix original. Now Parler, which was briefly offline after the riotous mob stormed the Capitol, they now have fired their CEO. John Matsy says he was removed as the chief executive. He didn't cite a reason. But apparently there has been significant dispute within Parler as to how far they are going to take their so-called commitment to free speech and open dialogue. And it's an absolute and total mess over at Parler, a comedy of errors, and who knows what the future of that platform holds. I did sign up. The CEO, this is the guy who at one point said, if any prominent leftist with over 100,000 Twitter followers signs up, we'll give him 20 grand. I said, I would take 20 grand. Sure. I'm not going to turn that down. Signed up and repeatedly notified John Matsy that I'm here and I've got 130,000 Twitter followers. Let me know how you want to send me the 20K. And shockingly, I never heard back. Also, another post from the David Pakman Show subreddit, an article about Canada listing the Proud Boys movement as a terrorist group. Indeed, they are. Canada has announced that the Proud Boys and 12 other groups are going to be designated as terrorist organizations. Some of these other groups we've mentioned on the show before. They include these radical right groups like the Atomwaffen Division. And many others whose names are even more obscure. Canada is not messing around here. They are moving forward powerfully and rapidly with getting some of these groups listed as terrorist groups. Now, I lack enough of an understanding of Canadian law to understand exactly what the legal repercussions of this are. But my instinct is that the reason Canada would do this is not just sociological, but there are law enforcement reasons to do this as well, in terms of prosecutorial discretion or abilities when it comes to dealing with such groups. Although it would take a Canadian legal expert to tell me more about it. Join the discussion at davidpakman.com/Reddit. Like I mentioned, almost 30,000 of our viewers and listeners regularly participating on the David Pakman Show subreddit. There are moderators, so we don't allow bullying. We don't allow doxing or any of that stuff. So join the party, davidpakman.com/Reddit. If you ever feel like you just don't have enough time to read all the books you want to read, you have to check out one of my favorite apps called Blinkist. Blinkist takes thousands of popular nonfiction books and distills each one down into an ebook or audiobook that you can get through in just 15 minutes, where you're getting all the key takeaways from the book. Just imagine how you'll be able to expand your horizons and knowledge by being able to soak up all of the important insights from 10 different books in an afternoon. Obviously, it's perfect for exposing yourself to a new book you otherwise wouldn't have time for, or you can use it to revisit a book you've already read, or use it to preview a book before you buy the full version and read it. I recently read A Brief History of Time, of course, by the great Stephen Hawking. This is a book that I have been aware of for so long, and other things got in the way, and it was fantastic to check it out on Blinkist. Blinkist has books on politics, philosophy, science. They have 27 different nonfiction categories, and a subscription is only about $8 a month, and you get the entire library. But you can try it totally free and get 25% off a subscription when you go to Blinkist.com/Pakman. I've put the link right underneath this video.